for a better day to be out keeping the grounds here at Shaw Park. That is Fergie, the Goldeyes head groundskeeper and the man who makes this stadium look beautiful. My name is Kim Babbage-Gazelle. This is Kevin Hirschfield, and you are, of course, watching this week's edition of Goldeyes Extra Inning here on Shaw TV. And wow, things have sure turned around in Goldeyesville.
What a last month or so from the team. You know, they were hovering around 500 there as we headed into the summer, and then things seem to have clicked. All their big hitters are hitting, and now, you know, as of this episode, they are sitting in first place. It looks pretty good for playoff hopes, and everyone's excited for that around here. But the team, I guess whether or not they go and make it to the championship, this has been a very successful season, I would think. There's been a lot of excitement here at Shaw Park, a lot of memorable moments, and you know, they'll be looking to add to their championship total, you know, if they added to last year for sure.
Well, we'll have some memorable moments on the show later on when the guys, we bring them in to have them be Beanboozled. Oh. So you'll want to stick around for that because that's a lot of fun.
Don't even get me started on that game, by the way. If you don't know it, you'll see it a little bit later, but don't even get me started.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't participate, but we made them do it.
Yes, of course.
Now, haircuts, you've got a nice haircut.
Thank you.
Presently.
This is a Shaw special from Hair FX, by the way. We get a deal there, but I always got kind of the cheap Ultracuts haircuts growing up. David Bergin, believe it or not, it's fun to see what these guys do off the field and all the hobbies. We saw Reggie Abercrombie with his massive shoe collection last time. David Bergin actually gives haircuts to guys, and he's been doing this his whole career. Anyone who's interested, players, even managers, he will cut their hair for them.
And he's good at it.
He's very good, as you're going to find out. I don't know if I was on a team if I'd let another one of my teammates cut them.
In the bathroom.
Especially as you'll see where he was cutting them. But just from watching this piece, David Bergin seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at David Bergin's skill and talent with the scissors. But first, this week's edition of the Top 5 Plays.
Time for this episode's Top 5 Plays, starting at number 5 and a battle between two of the league's best. Winnipeg and Wichita on August 11th, new Goldeyes acquisition pitcher Charlie Rosario and Wichita third baseman TJ Mittelstadt square off in an at-bat that lasts 16 pitches, close to 8.5 minutes, before Rosario will strike out Mittelstadt on pitch 60 with a little high heat. Number 4, from August 13th, the Goldeyes spread out the runs in a 14-5 win over Wichita, scoring in 7 straight innings, including a Josh Romanski 3-run blast in the 7th. The Fish continuing to put up one impressive offensive feat after another this season. Number 3, August 12th against Wichita. Goldeyes actually trailed 6-1 in this one, but then the bats heat up. The Fish eventually take the lead 7-6, and then Sean Plefner makes sure they stay in front. A 3-run shot to right puts them ahead 10-6 and on their way to another win over one of the American Association's top teams. At number 2, we've said it before, David Rohm usually doesn't hit for power, but when he does, it's always a big moment. Case in point, August 16th against St. Paul. Rohm creams one to left field, a 3-run shot giving the Goldeyes the lead for good against their division rival. And number 1, on August 14th, the Fish down 3-0 in the 8th inning to one of the league's top pitchers, St. Paul's Mark Hamburger. Game over, right? Well, not quite. Goldeyes will make it 3-2, forcing Hamburger out of the game, but they don't stop there. Reggie Abercrombie with a 2-run single puts the Fish in front, and then David Bergin drives in 2 more. These Goldeyes finding all sorts of ways to win games in 2017.
That's right. There you go. That's right. I was cutting my own hair actually when I was younger. After I went to the barbershop, I started realizing, man, I really didn't want to spend $20 every time I got a haircut. So I started figuring out how to cut it. I took an idea on how they cut my hair and everything, and then just started taking it from there, going a little bit at a time. And actually, it hasn't been like an unknown thing. I'm actually pretty well known right now for cutting hair with a lot of my guys on my team. And then it's been spreading around the league, and so far I've been able to cut, I want to say, 5 or 6 teams that we've played already. A handful of guys on every team, and A lot more coming in. Skip just cut his hair up yesterday. Then I cut Wichita's manager, Pete Rose Jr. I faded my manager up last year, and actually every manager that I've been with for the past 4 years. During the baseball season, probably about 75% of all my haircuts are probably mohawks. The gentleman's cut with the part is probably the next one. But I also like doing something creative, which is designs and whatnot. And I love just going, let my imagination go wild with it and kind of just letting it ride. Eventually, the main goal is to have my own shop back down at home in Tampa, Florida. But being able to experience all this and give all these guys that are playing in this league, you know, the opportunity to get some of my haircuts. It was one thing that my family started to realize that I do. They really started to see that I started getting clientele out of nowhere. They always ask me, hey, are they paying you? Hey, are they paying you? And you know, of course, my family's always looking out, you know, so they're always making sure I'm getting something for it. But you know, half the time, it's really all about like, me just doing it and getting better. You know, the more times I do it, the better I get. Eventually, when I open up my shop that I want to do up in the future, like, you know, there's going to be some ideas where I want to be able to keep the people entertained, and I want to be able to bring clubhouse amenities to a future barbershop and have the outside people and fans come and get a haircut like an actual professional baseball player would. One thing that I separate myself between a lot of other barbers too is I don't separate myself with cutting the hair and then being like, all right, you're done kind of deal. I really try to you know, integrate what my client wants. You know, if he wants to bring the fade up a little bit or if he wants to touch something up, I'm always into that kind of stuff. You know, anything that he can tell me would make his haircut better, that's what I'm all about, and that's huge. If you mess up one time, you've messed up for the rest of your life kind of deal. That's just the way with cutting hair. And I try to make it as perfect as I can in my eyes. I never want to hear someone that had my cut and then they're like, dude, you messed up, or dude, you missed a spot. I didn't go to school to cut hair, I kind of just picked it up. It was like one of those things, it's like riding a bike kind of deal. I picked it up and then couldn't get off kind of deal. And just got really accustomed to it. And I don't know too much about like keeping it, you know, oiled up or healthy or, you know, the right minerals and stuff. So I only cut the guy's hair right now. I actually haven't wanted to mess with female hair.
There's a lot of these deep thinkers in their great laboratories don't know. There's a lot of these deep thinkers in their great laboratories don't know. Don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, man.
Did a good job?
Heck yeah.
A call now to all Goldeyes fans. We want you to show us how passionate you really are. Send us your photos from a game or from home. Show us how you support the fish. Send those photos to our Shaw TV Winnipeg Facebook page or our Twitter account at Shaw TV Winnipeg. You'll have a chance to win some tickets and will even be featured in our Goldeyes Extra Inning show. And now it's time for our trivia question, and you can send us the answer for a chance to win tickets to an upcoming home game. The question is, with the Goldeyes in contention to win the North Division, what year did the Goldeyes win their last division title, and how many wins did they have that season? Message us your answers on Facebook or Twitter for a chance to be in the stand at Shaw Park.
This is today's obscure baseball term of the day. Today's term is watch your lips. So watch your lips can happen on many occasions. If you're at bat, The guy's throwing heat and he's throwing it up and in by your face. And you got to get out of the way real quick. The dugout will come up and scream, "Watch your lips." It could also happen in the field. If you're playing third base, shortstop, guy hits a hard ground ball, takes a bad hop, comes up right by your face. You got to watch your lips.
Home Run Sports is proud to support this community production of the Goldeyes Extra Inning. Official supplier to and proud sponsor of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, slide into Home Run Sports at Bishop Grandin and Lagimodiere or online at homerunsports.com. We've got all the bases covered at Home Run Sports. Get ready for your game.
Back on the Goldeyes Extra Inning show, and as always, it's Beyond the Game with Goldeyes Promotions Manager Tara Myslowski. Tara, we've seen it all year. You've been all over the place with the guys this year. Are there any memories, any moments that stick out to you from the season?
I mean, we've done so much. We're always out and about at something every week. But the one I think that hits close to home is the Children's Hospital visits. We usually do one earlier in June and try and do another one. Obviously, as we know, the schedule is so intense in the summer. But I mean, it puts a smile on my face. I know a lot of the guys, it's rewarding for them too. I mean, seeing the kids there and knowing, the struggles and stuff that they're dealing with, and just to have, a player pop in and just make them smile and make them feel better. That's always, that always makes me feel good in the Goldeyes organization about what we do.
Right. So we've seen a lot of guys doing on-the-field stuff all over Manitoba. The feature we're going to show this week, though, it's a little bit off-the-field stuff, and it involves a lot of guys. Where are the Goldeyes at this episode?
So this week's a little different, actually. We don't have them out on a baseball field. We actually had them in the library. So we have a good partnership with Winnipeg Public Library. We had 5 different library locations we sent the guys to. And I mean, it's fun for me, too, to see them in that element, because usually, as we know, we have them out on the baseball field. But reading to the kids and having the kids ask them questions and signing some autographs. It's great. We've done it for the past couple seasons, and the guys enjoy it. It's something different for them as well.
Yeah, well, I was telling you earlier, I remember back in like 98 when I was 7 and the Goldeyes coming to the St. Vital Library, so this is something you guys have been doing for a long time for sure. But let's have a look.
Boston Pizza, proud sponsors of the Winnipeg Goldeyes and youth sports in Manitoba. Visit us online at bostonpizza.com.
Manitobans recycled over 85 tons of residential material last year. That's enough to fill Shaw Park over 10 feet high. When each person pitches in to help make our community greener, everybody wins. Learn more about Multi-Material Stewardship Manitoba and what you can and can't recycle by visiting simplyrecycle.ca.
Hi, I'm Tom Vaith, and on this week's Inside the Lines, we're going to teach you the proper way to catch a fly ball. So today we're here with outfielder David Rohm, and we're going to try to demonstrate the proper way to catching the routine fly ball. So as you're tracking the routine fly ball, this is something that you can kind of, as we like to say, kind of camp under. One of the biggest mistakes that young players make, especially in the outfield, 2 things. One, they put the glove directly in their eye line to the baseball, right over their face, and it blocks their line of vision. A lot of times they lose the fly ball, and subsequently they drop it. So we're gonna make sure that we're not directly over face. We're gonna be arm extended at its highest point. We wanna catch the fly ball at its highest point, but we wanna make sure that we're able to out in front of us, we can still have our eye line over the glove so we can see the flight of the ball. Okay? And once we do that, we're going to drop the right foot. So now his body is behind the ball at all times. He's going to catch it at its highest point. He has two hands. Now the other thing that most young kids do wrong is they will take their bare hand and put it behind the glove as such. And as the ball comes in, they'll squeeze the back of the glove. They'll actually close the glove with their bare hand, not presenting the pocket to the glove. We want to make sure that this stays kind of thumb to thumb, gives the pocket the best chance to receive the baseball. Once the ball falls into the glove, we take the bare hand and we wrap it up. And now we're here with outfielder Reggie Abercrombie, and we're going to show you or demonstrate to you the proper way to when you have to go get a fly ball. This is not the routine ball. This is a ball that's hit to your left, to your right, or over your head. A ball that's going to be hit over our left shoulder. We're going to drop step with the left foot. And as we turn and run, we want to make sure as we're running, our eyes stay on the flight of the baseball and the hands stay down in a running position. Most kids, they'll start running with their glove up way before the ball's there. And that's the wrong way. You lose footsteps. You end up not getting to the ball. So we want to make sure that we run. As we're running, if we have to run or make the catch while we are running, now we're going to make sure, again, send the hand to the highest position, look the ball into the glove, secure it with two hands.
So as baseball fans, we all love, the big exciting players, the home run hitters, the dazzling dynamic guys, but every team needs some steady eddies, as Rock and Rudy Gower put it. Some steady eddies just, to keep that middle of the lineup going, and we're featuring one of those steady eddies today.
The Goldeyes, like you said, have a ton of power hitters. There's a lot of balls flying over that wall at Charlotte Park, but like you said, they need some guys to just get on base. David Rohm is a guy who does that. He's not going to hit a bunch of home runs every year. I think last year he had 3. He's at that total again this year. But he gets on base. He had a great average last year, made the All-Star game, and was a key part again of that championship team. And like you said, sometimes it's not all about showing off and pounding the ball over the wall. It's just getting on base and allowing those power hitters to score some more runs and score some more and hammer some more runs in. So David Rohm, always a key part of the team, and the Goldeyes, he's very valuable to them for sure.
And now we are going to meet David Rohm in this week's player profile.
Hi, I'm David Rohm, outfielder with the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
It's a ground ball in the hole. That's going to get through for a base hit. Gonzalez is going to come home and tie the ball game, and it's 2-2. An RBI single from David Rohm.
I'm from Clovis, California, and I pretty much have been involved in baseball my whole life. My dad played for the Blue Jays, so he was big on baseball, and early on I always had a bat and a ball in my hand, so that's kind of how I got started. For as long as I can remember, I've been playing ball. So I went to Fresno City College, Fresno State. I got drafted out of Fresno City in the 9th round by the Atlanta Braves in 2010. I got to play 6 years with the Braves, got released last year in spring training, and was fortunate enough to play here in Winnipeg last year, and glad to be back.
There's a line shot base hit. Solid single to center for Rohm.
Well, Rick called me at the end of March last year, right after I got released, and said, hey, you want to come play in Winnipeg? And I was like, I knew it was in Canada, but I wasn't really sure where it was at, to be honest. So I brought up a map. First thing, I brought up a map and was like, okay, I'm going to find Winnipeg. I'm like, thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, I'm going to come play. That'd be fun.
And that was a no-doubter by Rohm.
My first impression was the people really enjoy their baseball. They enjoy coming out to the games, and they really support us. Rick brings in a good group of guys that may not be the best players out there, but we enjoy playing together so much. I think that helped us with our success last year and winning the championship. So that's one of the first things I realized is there's a lot of good guys he brings in.
David Rohm gets himself a run batted in with that fly ball to center field. Reggie Abercrombie scores from third base. The Goldeyes have tied it at 1-1. That was David Rohm.
Before I wasn't so much a country guy, like fishing, hunting, whatever. And with the Braves, I met a lot of guys in the South, so they draft a lot of their hometown guys. So a lot of them showed me the ways in the country, so I've turned into kind of a country guy, hunting, fishing, whatever. Outdoors is kind of my thing now. Now that was one of the first things, hopefully Tom didn't care about that. One of the first things he called me, he said, hey, I heard you like to fish. And we started talking fishing, Tom, the hitting coach. And we started talking fishing, and I'm like, well, hopefully we're not worried that I'm too focused on the outdoor stuff and not about the baseball. But we got a chance to fish a few times last year, so it was fun.
And David Rohm hits a base hit. That's
just last year and this year, I enjoyed myself so much, and I wanted to make sure I focused on, it's a game, we're going to have a good time out here, and that's kind of what I've been allowed to do up here, and so that's kind of a reason for coming back, because I want to have fun and play a kid's game, you know, for as long as I can.
Defensive player. There's another line drive into left field, solid single, 3 singles in a row for David Rohm.
My favorite movie is 300. I don't know, I'm not a huge movie guy, but I thought 300 was pretty cool.
This is Sparta!
My favorite TV show is, baseball is kind of a big TV thing because we have a lot of downtime, so we watch a lot of TV shows, so there's a few, but How I Met Your Mother was one of my favorites.
Guys, I was sitting at home last night, and all of a sudden, I had epiphany. And my epiphany was this.
Actually, it's epiphany.
No, Ted, this is the epiphany.
Favorite, worship, or my favorite music band or whatever is Hillsong United out of Australia. I like these new things from Trader Joe's, like these cheddar puffs. I don't know, I think they're like Pirate's Booty and some other brand, but Trader Joe's has their like little cheddar puff things. I don't know, they're pretty good.
Cheese Pops. Begsjes হয় তবু মেটে না স্বাদ। Cheese Pops.
Favorite post-game meal is probably pierogies up here, pierogies and sausage. It's kind of, I enjoy it actually. It's really good.
What's a pierogi?
Imagine your favorite foods, pasta, potatoes, and cheese wrapped together in one perfect mouthful.
My favorite superhero is Iron Man, because he can kind of fly and he's pretty invincible. I mean, not invincible, but it's kind of cool.
A call now to all Goldeyes fans. We want you to show us how passionate you really are. Send us your photos from a game or from home. Show us how you support the fish. Send those photos to our Shaw TV Winnipeg Facebook page or our Twitter account at Shaw TV Winnipeg. You'll have a chance to win some tickets and will even be featured in our Goldeyes Extra Inning show. And now it's time for our trivia question, and you can send us the answer for a chance to win tickets to an upcoming home game. The question is, with the Goldeyes in contention to win the North Division, what year did the Goldeyes win their last division title, and how many wins did they have that season? Message us your answers on Facebook or Twitter for a chance to be in the stand at Shaw Park.
Fender Bender, Rear Ender, Mako Collision Repair and Auto Painting, 983 Wall Street. Proud sponsor of your Winnipeg Goldeyes.
So, what we got here? Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish?
Let's go.
Dead fish, strawberry, banana smoothie.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's the dead fish. That's for sure the dead fish.
I don't know, mine's pretty bad too.
That's terrible.
Oh.
That's gross. I almost just cursed on camera.
I got the bad one.
Oh, this is delicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'll take another one of these.
What do you have there, Edwin?
A strawberry smoothie, I think.
What do you have?
I don't know.
You
It's
have
not.
a dead fish.
That's fish, all right. Oh.
That was seriously
Mine's for sure dead fish.
That was terrible.
You want it?
No.
I can't get the taste out of my mouth.
No, I can't either. How do you got bottled water and I don't?
It's not good.
I like this game.
We got lime. Lime.
Lawn clippings question mark, lime question mark?
Okay. So
Which one?
Mine's gonna taste bad and you're gonna taste good.
Hopefully.
Go for it.
Mine don't taste too bad.
No, I definitely got the lawn clippings.
You sure?
I've eaten grass before, so
I don't
it's actually not,
it's not that
kind of
bad.
enjoying it.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
Oh man, I don't like the look of that color.
Chocolate what? Chocolate pudding or canned dog food? Oh, it's gonna be canned dog food.
Chocolate pudding, canned dog food. I feel like dog food's not that bad.
I feel like I'm gonna get the dog food.
Right.
Dude, I think
That's legit. That is legit dog food.
Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. Dog food.
What is mine supposed to taste like?
What's your... Maybe I had a chocolate pudding.
I don't know. Mine does not taste like chocolate.
Me or mine either.
Like when you open up a can of dog food and you take the first whiff of it, that's what was in your mouth.
Oh!
That was rough.
Maybe we both got.
There's no way.
I mean, I'm still gonna eat it. It's not that bad.
Dana White.
Tutti Frutti Stinky Socks.
What does it taste like?
The Golden Goose.
I think I got the Tutti Frutti. I'm actually enjoying this one.
No, I think I got Tutti Frutti.
You both got that Tutti Frutti.
Is that possible? Spoiled milk or coconut?
Dang it. All right, coconut.
I see.
Spoiled milk.
I don't even like coconut.
Coconut. I got the.
Yes!
That's gross.
I just had a strawberry, banana, coconut smoothie today.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, Danny.
I almost threw up.
I
Oh,
worked them
that's
out.
bad. That's bad. Why you got? Eat these. You guys need to eat these. This is terrible.
Listen.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, mine's coconut.
That's, bro.
Mine's.
Oh, that was
I don't
so
really
bad,
like coconut,
dude.
but it's better than your reaction. Mine's kind of
That
good.
was so bad. Ugh.
Here you go, bud.
You probably get another coconut, lucky you. I'm telling you.
Why would you wish
I'm
this upon
telling
me?
you,
Why
you
would
do.
you like just
at least try
congratulate
it.
me
Try
on
it,
being
baby. Try it.
successful?
You got it. You're good. Do it. Ready? 1, 2.
I'm done with this stupid game. That's horrible. That was the worst
Was
one
that
of
like
all.
what-
You couldn't let me be happy. I was happy.
So now we have our YouTube video. Please follow, subscribe, comment, and like below.
On the bottom. Just click right here.
Maybe in this corner or this corner.
Just don't eat these. Don't eat these at all.
Honestly, I think if you can bring big, tough baseball players to the brink of vomiting, you've really done something right with a game like that.
Well, we got to thank those guys for being
yes.
willing to do that. You know what? I felt so bad about watching them. I had to try the game myself afterwards, not on camera, of course, though, because I didn't want to have that recorded forever. I got the rotten egg popcorn one, so I actually got the bad one, it turns out, but I put it in my mouth and didn't really notice if it was bad, so I think I kind of got off. And because of that, I'm going to end on a high note and never play Beanboozled again. What kind of game is that? I don't know who came up with that. I think it's just a silly idea. But it
we made the Goldeyes do it.
But it made for great television, as you saw there.
Yeah.
I think there were a lot of laughs out of that. And thanks to the Goldeyes for being such great sports.
Absolutely. Thanks to them. So fans, there's a lot of baseball left to be played here at Shaw Park this season. And of course, as we talked about at the top of the show, the team is doing so well right now. You really want to get some tickets and get down here. It is a great time to watch ball. It's just exciting, interesting. It's a great night out. And obviously, like we say, with the playoffs coming up, this is the time of year you want to watch. It's kind of like our October.
So exciting, Kim. I cannot wait.
Yes, me too. Well, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. And we will see you here again in a couple of weeks on Goldeyes Extra Inning.
See ya.
Bye.